My name is Jess and welcome to the Storyteller Fox. Come along and listen to read aloud books, be it for bedtime, story time, or simply to read along. Hello everyone, welcome to the Storyteller Fox. Be it for bedtime or simply just to listen to audiobooks online, welcome to the Storyteller Fox. Today's story is titled Dick Whittington, retold by Russell Putner and illustrated by Barbara Vagnosi. Read aloud by the Storyteller Fox. Dick Whittington. There was once a boy called Dick Whittington. He lived on his own in the country. Dick was very, very poor. He had no money for fancy clothes, yummy food, or a warm, dry home. I need a job, he thought. So he looked for work. He asked boatmen, builders, and blacksmiths, but no one needed help. One morning, Dick saw a farmer. "Can you give me a job?" he asked. "Sorry, nothing here, lad. Why not try in London?" said the man. Dick knew London was a big city, many miles away. "They say the streets are made of gold," said the farmer. "Gold?" thought Dick. "I'll be rich." He thanked the farmer and set off at once. Dick walked for miles and miles and miles. But when he arrived in London, the streets weren't made of gold at all. They were just dirty and smelly, thought Dick. He looked for work once more. He asked bakers, butchers, and boot menders, but no one wanted help. Soon it was dark. Dick needed somewhere to spend the night. He curled up on the steps of a big house and fell asleep. The next morning, Dick woke to hear someone shouting in his ear. "Get off these steps!" A woman stood over him. "Go away!" she yelled. Before Dick could move, a man came out of the house. "Go back to the kitchen, Mrs. Curry," said the man. "Are you all right, son?" he asked. "Come inside." Dick had never been in such a grand house before. It was full of beautiful things. Wow! "Welcome to my home," said the man. "My name is Mr. Fitzwarren. My ship takes things to be sold all over the world." Mr. Fitzwarren gave Dick a job in his kitchen. Dick spent the day washing pots, cleaning floors, and peeling carrots. It was hard work, but Dick was happy with his new job, and everyone in the house was kind to him. "Good job, Dick. Well done, lad." "Well, almost everyone." "Out of my way, scrapbot," said the kitchen lady. After his first day's work, Dick was taken on the very top of the house. "You can sleep in the attic, Dick." The room was small, but Dick didn't mind. Just as he began to fall asleep, he heard a loud squeak. A mouse squeezed out of the hole into the floorboards, followed by another squeak and another squeak. Seconds later, the whole room was full of mice. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Dick couldn't get a wink of sleep. It was the same every night. Just as Dick's head hit the pillow, the mice came out. The mice drove Dick crazy. I must get rid of them, he thought. A week later, Mr. Fitzwarren gave Dick his first ever wages. Dick couldn't wait to go out and spend his money. That afternoon, he visited the big city market. There were hundreds of stalls. Dick had never seen so many things for sale. I could be here for hours, he thought. Then he suddenly saw just what he needed. A cat will keep those noisy mice away, thought Dick. He bought the biggest cat from the stall and ran home. That night, the mice appeared as usual. But this time, Dick was ready for them. Tom the cat chased the mice back to their holes. At last I can get a good night's sleep, thought Dick. Dick and his cat curled up and fell fast asleep. A few days later, Mr. Fitzwarren called his servants together. One of my ships is going on a selling trip, he said. If you have anything you want to sell, it can go on the ship. It sails tonight. Dick thought for a moment. He only had one thing to sell, his cat. Maybe someone will give me 2 pennies for Tom, he thought. Dick put his cat onto the cart that was going to Mr. Fitzwarren's ship. That evening, Dick couldn't sleep. He felt bad about selling Tom. The mice were back too. The next day, he wandered around, half asleep. Wake up, you lazy boy, growled the cook. Work harder. From then on, she made Dick work twice as hard as anyone else. She was mean for a month. I'm going back to the country, thought Dick. Early one morning, he slipped out of the house. He walked and walked until he almost left London. Just then, church bells rang out. That's strange, thought Dick. The bells sound like they're calling me. Turn again, Whittington, thrice Mayor of London. They're telling me to go back, he realized, and they're saying I'll be the mayor 3 times. How odd. Dick could hardly believe his ears, but he went back to Mr. Fitzwarren's house. A surprise was waiting for him. Congratulations, Dick, boomed Mr. Fitzwarren. You're rich. Rich? Me? The King of Barbary thought you bought your cat. His palace was full of mice, and Tom chased them off. Mr. Fitzwarren handed Dick 2 bags bursting with gold. "Here you are." Dick used the money to buy and sell things, just like Mr. Fitzwarren. He grew up to be one of the richest men in the city. What's more, the bells were right. Dick did become Mayor of London 3 times. Hooray for Dick! Wonderful Whittington! 3 cheers for the mayor. Dick Whittington is based on the life of a real person who lived from about 1350 to 1423. Richard Whittington was brought up in Gloucestershire, England, and went to London to find work. He became a successful cloth merchant and was Mayor of London 3 times. The end, and that's the end of our story time. For more bedtime stories, you can check on our YouTube playlist or listen to more storytime compilations at the Storyteller Fox. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.